project, we decided to interview South Asians. Our interview location was Asia Grocery, and our interviewees were the store owner, Khalid, and a local customer, Priya. Upon entering the store, the rich smell of spices hit our faces. Once we got in, we quickly found Khalid so that we could begin our interview.
My name is Khalid, and I'm 62 years old, and running the show here from last maybe about 14 years.
Nice. Could you tell us, when did you come to the United States?
45 years ago.
Wow. How old were you?
I was 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
And why did you decide to come to the United States?
Well, my father served the U.S. Army. He was a full colonel in U.S. Army and Pakistan Army. So he was the first Pakistani colonel from Pakistan who came here in Aberdeen, Maryland for 5 years.
Wow.
And we all had diplomatic visas at that time. And this is how I ended up here. Me, my two brothers also.
Okay.
How did you get here?
By plane, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
You flew straight?
No, at that time it was a long journey.
Uh-huh.
When I came the first time, you had to stop over London. Before that, one of the Arabic countries, and then London, and then here. It took me about 2 days to get here at that time because the planes were small, and
When you came here, was there anyone waiting for you, like at the airport?
No. I was right at the airport, all by myself, crying there. I didn't know what to do, and no place to live, and no place to go.
Did the U.S. meet your expectations?
More than yes. Well, I learned from my father more than enough because he was here for 5 years. So basically I knew it. I used to go when I was back home in Karachi, Pakistan. I used to go to the American consulate almost every single day. And I learned about John F. Kennedy at that time, and all the presidents, and read the books and library and everything. So basically, yes.
Were there any things that you particularly liked or disliked?
About the years?
Yes.
Well, in every country you go, you have ups and downs, everything. Here also you have good things and bad things. If you ever want to experience about this country, good sense, you go to even Europe or anywhere you want to go. Like a few years ago, I took my wife and my daughters, we went to UK. London, we were there, and my daughter felt like going to bathroom. We couldn't find a bathroom there. We even go to McDonald's, just like here, as you know, you can go to McDonald's, use the bathroom. The bathroom door was closed. You had to buy food and a token just to use the bathroom. Then you realize what's the difference between this, here, America, and there. Wherever you go, same thing. Here, this is the land of opportunity. Where I was and where I'm now, I know that. So, yes.
If you could go back, would you?
Sure, I can settle anywhere. Not a problem.
What's the biggest cultural difference that you find between here and back in Pakistan?
Well, it's just like sky is too high, and once you're here, you are on your own and you learn from the mistakes that you do. You learn and try to be, in the better way, and of course there's a great difference there. It's just the people itself, I mean, here you're dealing with the people and you learn. Here, if you're standing in a bank, standing in a line, or even Burger King is standing in a line, back home there's no such thing. Anybody can come from anywhere and say, hey, do mine first. So you feel those things once you're here. But back there, you don't feel it because you do exactly the same thing.
How would you say your traditions have been affected by the culture here?
Well, not mine, of course not. I got adjusted here because even my home life back home was exactly the way I live here.
That's interesting.
Hasn't changed because my father was here for 5 years, and when he came back, we had basically even the lamps were from the US at home. So basically, it was same thing. It wasn't much of a difference. When you come out of the house, then you do feel it. You're there, but at home, It was just like life was exactly the same way what I'm here now.
Are there any U.S. traditions that you've picked up since you came here?
Everything, I'm a complete US, more than you guys. I've been here 45 years. That's it. I go back home sometimes. I feel like stranger. Because I go there for 2-3 weeks and everything looks like changed. 45 years is a long time.
Yeah.
You know, long time.
So,
And I've been always in Miami.
Yeah.
so you consider the U.S. your home now?
I have no choice. This is it. This is where I came. This is where, when I die, this is where I'm going to die. Yeah, absolutely.
Occupation?
My name is Priya Sukwani and I am 69 years old. My occupation is I'm an administrative partner at Baptist Hospital.
When you came to the U.S., how old were you?
I was 42 when I came to the US.
Was there anyone waiting for you?
No, I mean my kids brought me to USA in a way that I always wanted my children to have a abroad college education, and since my sister filed a petition for me for immigrant visa and we got and we just came here. My main purpose was to educate my children to the high level.
How did you come and who made the decision?
Me and my husband both made a decision to come here, and how did we come? We came from the Philippines.
On plane?
Yeah, on the plane.
Alright. Did the U.S. meet your expectations?
Yes, definitely it did. Yeah, I mean, not that I was told, but now I know that this country is the country of the opportunity.
Was there anything that you particularly liked or disliked about here?
About here, no. In the beginning only I was a little scared because Philippines was a king and queen's land where I didn't have to work or my kids didn't have to do anything. I had 4 nannies at home, and they were brought up with the nanny and parents, and here as soon as I came, I had to start working here, bring insurance for my kids, and since we moved for my children, so that was my main purpose to be here.
What was the biggest sacrifice you had to make in order to come here?
I miss my parents, I mean my family. Most of them are, everybody is in India except my one sister who used to live in Houston, and she passed away last year.
Are there any traditions that you've picked up from the U.S. and are there any traditions that you've let go that you used to practice in India?
Yeah, we used to practice Thanksgiving in India. You know, it was like our festival, which is known as Diwali, the festival of lights, and the same way is Christmas. So I mean, in Philippines we used to, since children were born and brought up there, they used to go to the church and go with the maids for the night out on Christmas Eve and pray in the church. So same way is here. It wasn't difficult, but there is some different, like we play the colors, which is called as Festival of Colors, is Holi. I mean, they are little different festivals, but other than that, you know, no problem at all.
So there's nothing that you've lost from your culture that was back in India?
No, I would love, yes, lost in a way that my children don't speak my language, which is Hindi. I mean, I would very much want them to learn. They understand, but they don't talk. And I care for my grandchildren, but they don't speak or talk.
Do you miss India, and would you go back if you had the chance?
Yes, if my husband has not passed away, we had big dreams that we would go and settle there and travel up and down. Since my all 3 kids and my 4 grandchildren are here, we'll be traveling up and down.